What's up, guys? One Among the Fence here. I just got done with church just now. Thank freaking goodness. But the thing is, I didn't know that we were gonna have a priesthood meeting after at like 3:30. So, and that was during third hour. So, I'm fine with that. I mean, honestly, that's the worst hour in all the church meetings, in my opinion. But yeah, there's all these. I'm not used to seeing all these cars in the parking lot because I've always had 1 o'clock church and everyone's already gone by the time we're done. So there's like all these cars in the parking lot. So it's pretty crazy. Like, all these, yeah. What the heck? Riding his bike, that's cool. That's not even a bike, it's like a freaking whatever. But anyway, so, I thought we were gonna have mission prep today, but apparently not, because of the meeting, so. During church, I went to clean out my car during church, and I cleaned it all out, and I just came out here just now, and it's a good thing I cleaned out the car, because look at this, dude. Freaking Guardians of Virtue. Whatever the crap. I don't even know. What the heck? Keep standards. Oh, this is Laura's. Okay. That's okay. I thought someone just randomly like put it in my car for no reason. I was like, okay. But that's Laura's handwriting, so that's Laura's. So she must have put it in here. So she must have gotten a ride home from mom, so that's good. I was afraid that she was like staying here for like another half hour, because it's like 5 o'clock right now. And church got out like an hour ago, so Laura had to have gotten a ride. But I was gonna say, if she didn't, that freaking sucks. But I'm pretty sure she did, so I'm just leaving now. So yesterday was pretty freaking crazy. We went to go see Insidious 2. Me, Daylin, Braden, Bridget, Laura, and Maddie Ross. We all went to go see Insidious 2, so it was pretty fun. It wasn't that. I don't think it was as scary as the first one. People were saying that the second one was scarier than the first one. I don't think that's true. I think the second one wasn't even that scary. I mean, there were some scary parts, but it wasn't that. I mean, like parts that made me jump, you know, but like it wasn't that much. It wasn't that much scary parts, so it wasn't too bad. So. But yeah, so there was one part where Maddie got scared. She got scared so bad that she started crying, and it was at the part where the mom, or not the mom, but like it was like a kind of like it wasn't really a demon, but it was like an actual person in real life. It was like a ghost pretty much, and the ghost was in the house, and it was like walking around, and then it was like sitting on the couch. There was a ghost sitting on the couch. The ghost was sitting on the couch like with the white. She was wearing a white dress, and she got up off the couch and walked. She like walked away. She was singing "Row, row, row your boat" or whatever. She's like "Row, row, row your boat." You know, she was like singing that song. I was like, "What the crap, dude?" And she walked into the hallway. I think, like she was sitting in the living room. She walked out into the hallway, and then she turned the corner. And then all of a sudden on the baby monitor, which was upstairs, you could hear her on the baby monitor, and it was freaking scary, dude. Cause she was like downstairs, and all of a sudden she's merrily, merrily. When she was singing the merrily part, all of a sudden she was upstairs on the baby monitor, inside the baby's room. And I was like, oh my gosh, dude, this sucks. And so the mom ran upstairs, and the door was locked. And she was trying to open the door. She was like screaming the baby's name. She's like, "Go, you know, whatever." And then all of a sudden, the ghost thing, the ghost demon or whatever, was like, I can't remember what it was saying, but it was like whispering something that I couldn't tell. And then the mom kept like banging the door, and then all of a sudden she's like, the ghost demon was like, "Don't you dare!" And then like you hear it slap the baby, and then the baby started crying, and then all of a sudden this creepy music started going on. I was like, oh my gosh. But after the ghost demon or whatever, after she was like, "Don't you dare!" and she slapped the baby, that's when Maddie Ross started crying. My cousin Maddie, that's when she started crying. And the thing is, as she was crying, Daylin was sitting next to her, and she was like grabbing onto Daylin's arm, and Daylin's like, "It's okay, it's okay, it's okay." And then the movie went on, and you know, just whatever. all that stuff. I don't want to give away the whole movie to those who want to see it, even though no one's watching this. But after the movie, we were walking out of the theater, and Maddie and Dalen were holding hands. I was like, what the heck? They haven't even known each other for 2 hours, and they're already holding hands. Like, are you kidding me? Like, you guys are freaking, what the heck is going on right now? I seriously was like, what the heck? Okay, seriously, come on, cars. It was so weird. They were just holding hands. Like, Braden was behind me. He's like, what? He's like, what the heck is going on? I'm like, I don't know, dude. What the heck is going on right now? Dude, there's no one gonna get out of this freaking traffic with all these cars going by, all these people. Dude, there's like no cars going on this side of the road. There are no cars, so I can go now. Awesome. So yeah, and then we went home. We all drove home, and we were all at my house. And then Braden was whispering. He wasn't whispering, but he was like talking really quietly to me, so that Dalen and Maddie and Laura wouldn't hear. But he's like, we should all go to Cold Stone, or we should all go get some ice cream without them. I'm like, okay, why? Why can't they come? He's like, I just don't want extra people to come with us, you know. I'm like, okay. You know, it's kind of mean, you know, leaving them all out. It makes, you know how that makes them feel, dude? Like, seriously, like, it makes them feel like crap, you know? It makes them feel like you don't like them, you know? So it's just like, because that's how Laura felt. That's what I was overhearing Laura telling Mom that, you know, that she thought that Braden was being kind of a jerk, you know? And I was like, okay, first of all, okay, so Laura was talking, okay, so Braden, after school, Braden always like teases Laura, you know, or like, you know, tries to play around. So he always tells me like, hey, you should walk past Laura and act like she's not even there. And I was like, okay. So we both walk past her and like as if she's not even there. And then we like start to walk down the hallway. Then we turn around and Laura's like, where are you guys going? And I'm like, sorry, Braden told me to do that, you know. And apparently Laura thinks that's rude, even though we were just joking around. But now that I know, freaking A. Braden always does that. Like, he always plays around like that. He, like, with anyone. He just does that with anyone. He doesn't even care. I'm like, dude, isn't it getting kind of annoying to people? Like, don't you think it's annoying people now? You know, why do you think that's funny? It's not. So, I'm just like, what the heck? So Laura's telling my mom about all this crap, you know? About what Braden's doing, you know? And like, oh, jeez. I was, like, pointing way up there, like, I didn't even realize. But Braden, she's like talking about like how, you know, how much of a jerk Braden is, I guess. It's like, dude, it's so stupid. Like, why, Laura? It's not that big of a deal. Like, he's just playing around. Apparently you're too sensitive that you think that he's being a jerk, but he's just playing around. Like, just take a joke. And then she's like telling my mom, and then my mom's getting mad too. She's like, oh, Clint, you can't do that, you know. She's like, he can't do that, you know, like, because I was like, because she was like freaking out about how I was like, oh, Braden told me to do that. She was getting mad about that, you know. You can't just do that, you know. And that's what she was saying. She called Dad and told him about that. Like, what the heck? You guys seriously think it's that big of a deal that we're joking around? Like, do you really think that I would leave Laura at the school? Do you really think I would do that? Like, why would you? That's not, whatever, dude. Like, seriously? I would never do that, dude. Like, even if it was like actually, well, that's probably not true. Like, even if it was the person that I hated the most in the world, I'd probably do that, but freaking A, like, you really think I would actually do that, Mom? You really don't, you don't think that I'm, like, playing around? Like, that has to have popped up in your mind. It had to have came to mind that I was just playing around, but apparently you believe Laura. Laura thinks that we're being serious. Like, no. Are you serious? Anyway, I'm spending too much time on this subject. But anyway. So, okay. I did not want to come to church today. This morning, I was just like, because I knew that Bishop was going to be there, and he was going to be like, hey, where were you at church yesterday? You know, or last week. I knew he was going to do that. I just knew it, but you know, I just did not want to do it. I knew that he was going to do it, and I just seriously did not give a crap. I just didn't even care anymore. I just went to church and was like, okay, screw it. Just let him do whatever he wants to do. Just screw it. I don't even care. I'm not going to let it freaking ruin my day, okay? Ruin my day at church, you know? Because that's what ruins it pretty much, is when he goes, oh, where were we at church yesterday? It's only when I missed a day of church, though. So if I go, like, you know, like 3 weeks in a row, then he doesn't do it. But still, just the fact that he thinks that I'm always doing bad things, you know? He thinks that I miss 1 week of church, and he thinks that I'm like going off smoking cigarettes and drinking beer or whatever. At least that's what I think he thinks, you know? Because that's what it seems like. Because he's always asking me where I was, like, hey, where were you? And when I got my new phone, he called me for, like, as a voicemail, and he's like, hey, Clint, happy birthday, hope you're having fun and being good, see you next week, you know? He's like, hope you're having fun and being good, you know, like, hope you're being good, you know? Like, seriously, we have to freaking point that out. Hope you're being good. Okay, I missed 1 week of church. You think I'm like the most freaking, you know, the most inactive person or whatever? Like, come on, it was 1 week of church. Give me a break now. I mean, I know you're the bishop and everything, but freaking, you're concerned about me. But dude, seriously, lay off for like a few freaking weeks. Like, stop. Always concerned about me. I know I already talked about that like a month ago in my other vlog, like quit complaining, that vlog. I know I talked about that. I was complaining about Bishop and how he'd always, you know, ask where I was. I know I talked about that already, but you know what? He didn't do it today though, so I was seriously so surprised that he didn't do it today. He's like, he freaking saw me and I was like, oh crap, there's Bishop. And he's like, oh hey Quinn, good to see you, hey. Like, you know, his freaking voice, you know. And he was like asking me about band and stuff, and like how I'm doing in band and at school, and like how my dad's doing and stuff, you know. He didn't freaking ask where I was last week. I was so surprised at that. I was so happy that he didn't freaking ask that. I was so surprised. I was like, oh my gosh. It's freaking... Because he does it, he seriously, like, literally does it, like, every week. Well, not... He mostly does it every week. Every week that I miss a week of church before, he always asks where I was. This week he didn't do it. I'm like, oh my gosh. That's freaking crazy, but anyway. Dude, I haven't blessed the sacrament in, like, at least a month. At least. I have not blessed the sacrament in so long. I kind of actually miss it, to be honest. Well, I don't miss it, but dude, I just freaking whatever. Because I mean, I'm always afraid of messing up all the time. I always get so nervous every time, you know. But I haven't blessed the sacrament in so long that I'm actually afraid to do it again. Because I'm afraid that since I haven't done it in so long, that I'm gonna mess up this time, or like next time or whatever. But I really hope Mom freaking picked up Laura and Deborah, because if she didn't, then that's gonna suck. But she did say that she was gonna go to church today, so she had to have. So I'm home now, so yeah. So yeah, I don't know what else to say. Okay, I'm just being so awkward right now. Okay, see you guys later. Bye.